Welcome, everyone. This is Jared Rand and the Global Guided Meditation Call for February 16th, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern. Think about what it is that makes up you, part of you, and the power that you have, the power that you are. And look at it as simply as you can. And to know that it is you. And to know that it is you who creates. And I just don't think that the majority of humanity really embraces that or understands it, or even identifies with it, because of how they've been seduced and confused and misdirected and misguided on and not told the truth. So, collectively, understanding something. When you doubt, you eliminate. Okay? When you doubt, you eliminate. So, let's say that you are looking at, you want something, okay? You want wealth, or what you know, and it's usually wealth. It's, you know, or more importantly, you want good health. All right? Now, here's the dilemma. When you doubt, you lower your frequency. So your frequency isn't up with the universe or the source of energy, and this prime source, creator God. So what happens is that it's like your energy line of sight is underneath that frequency. So you understand it doesn't connect with you. You're literally passing under it. So the frustration then brings in is that you're just not at that frequency, so you cannot create. You cannot manifest. You will not manifest. And some people say, well, why do some people do it? Because consciously or mostly not consciously, they don't know, but their frequency is at a level, at least, that will manifest the energies in the universe to create. So here's the frustration. Most are not there. They may be for a short period of time, but then it's back down again, right? The doubt. Now that applies to everything. Everything. Can you see how quickly we can revert back to the matrix, back to doubting, worrying, stressing, fearing, you know, and then look at the moment we're in, and wondering, you know, what is this it? Is this all life's about? So it's a continual tug of war where most aren't aware. So they get frustrated. They just say, well, I'm just supposed to think and it'll be. That's not the way it goes. The way it goes is that through your heart mind, you raise your elevation to joy, peace, and prosperity. Your joy and happiness and being in love is a higher frequency. That frequency takes you up to a level that connects with all that there is, the collective consciousness. And when that does that, everything comes to you. And that is not a joke. And it is not a whimsical dream. It is truth. It works, and it comes to you. And it can be that way all the time, but the problem is that people do not stay there. They fracture, they drop back down, they doubt, or they let stress come in from some reason or some angle or some avenue. All right? So it is so important for us to embrace that and understand that look, we have always had the power within us. It never goes anywhere. You know, it's always with us. And imagine, some people their whole lives, they never know how to use it. They just chase their tail in a circle, and they just become more and more frustrated. And then as life takes them, they become more and more beat up, more and more strained, more and more stretched, more and more challenged, more and more confused. See? So we think about this, and you see, all of you know that this is our gateway. It's our gateway to know this, and to know that, very simply put, if we cannot maintain our vibrational frequency for any length of period of time, how are we expect to manifest anything? Can't. Doesn't happen. So you can see what's in front of us, what we have to tend to. That is our frequency, and our frequency of upward movement, of higher vibrations, which allows us to connect with the collective consciousness, with the universes. Once you're there, and the love flows, and you're in bliss and happiness, everything else is automatic. It really is. You start having things happen. You start things coming in. Things continue. They don't end. You're very deserving. You don't, people hold back and say, oh, I feel guilty that I'm having all this happen and blah, blah, blah. It's crazy. You're a divine human being. You're divinity. You have the spark of God, the creation in you. So this is all of what it's about. Anything. This is where eventually humanity will heal itself. Its physical body will be always pristine, always healthy. See? But we have to have these training wheels of certain technologies to help us get to a point to understand that. All right? Now, manifesting and creating is what manifestation is. It's creating something through your being, through your thought, through your higher self, through your heart, mind. You create it. And when you create, because remember, the mind tricks you, the ego tricks you. But if you stay focused and you understand with love, appreciation, and gratefulness, and tenderness and care, and joy, and humbleness, it all comes. It just continues to flow. It is not ever stressful. It's the mind that makes it stressful for us. It's the mind. So what we want to do today is about manifesting. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are, and relax. As I talk, you're going to want to relax the body. You're going to want to dump off all of these things that hold you down. You have no need for them. You have no interest in expending energy on things that keep you low, things that keep you weighted down, things that cause you to doubt, to fear, to stress. They don't serve you at all. They just keep your harmonics very low and out of sync and untuned. So let them go. You give them love, give them a big hug, and send them on their way. Call in the purple transmuting flame and totally transmute them into neutralized substance and have it take it away to the great central sun for repurposing. And just relax your body. And as you're relaxing, you're going to want to breathe. You breathe through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in, you want to hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. And then you're going to want to exhale through the mouth. And as I'm talking, you want to do this about 6 times or more. breathing in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. And the divine positive energy is really making things clear to you this day of you are a absolute divine perfection, and your power is tremendously great. And what you desire is yours. But how are you going to obtain it if you keep the very door that it needs to enter locked? It's like you just keep knocking at the door and you never answer it because you can't hear it. So you literally absorb it, you understand it. This is what the divine positive energy is communicating with you today. Infuses you, awakens you, empowers you. It gives you a reflection of who and what you really and truly are. And as you do this, the door opens. The rush comes in. Whoosh. You're filled with satisfaction, with happiness, with joy, with contentment. Because all the things that you've ever desired are now flowing freely to you. The key is to not step in front of yourself, to not block it, to not feel guilty, to not feel undeserving. Allow it to flow, because it's part of who you are. So as you do this, you exhale. And as you exhale, you're exhaling all of the things that stand in your way, which is part of you stands in your way. Your doubt, your fear, your anxiety, your stress. You're not believing in who you are. It's exhaled, neutralized, gone. You turn into your higher self through your heart mind. You flow. At this point, as soon as you move into the heart mind, your higher self meets you and you are one. And as you are one, you expand and the energies are free-flowing. The golden white, pink light of prime source, creator, God's deep eternal love. The emerald green, flaming, healing light of Archangel Raphael. The purple transmuting flame, the violet ray. The white fire. And Archangel Michael's violet fire. I mean, it's all part of us as we flow and we move and we embrace. It's this energy that clarifies with us and tells us and communicates with us. You are great. You are grand. You are powerful. You are joy. You are happiness. You are bliss. You are tranquility. You are peace. You are humbleness. You are all of these things. Doesn't it make sense that you know that you're these things? So if you are, you can be. And if you can be, you are. You have created heaven on earth, and it's expanding, and it's growing, and it's strengthening as I speak. So you flow, you expand, you become more knowledgeable. So as that expands and it grows, when we look and we join hand in hand, arm in arm, and we form our circle of light, and we float up above the planet effortlessly. And we, at this time, we call upon all of the light energy beings in all dimensions, in all locations, in all universes, in all existences, of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. And they come in. And our light grows. We call upon all the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, all of them, all of the angels of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. All of the beings of inner earth and hollow earth, of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, we ask them to join us in this meditation. And we lovingly, graciously thank them for doing so. We call upon all of the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Abundantia, El Moria, Saint Germain, Gaia, Sananda, Jesus, all of them of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed in this life, and all lives that we've inhabited of great, deep, eternal love, and from great, deep, eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them for doing so. We call upon all of the galactics that are assisting this planet, this civilization, out of its bondage and slavery and into its ascension and enlightenment, of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them for doing so. We call upon all of the light energy beings chosen to inhabit the following forms on this planet: the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the mermaids, the dolphins, the whales, the Unisys, the Pegasus, the unicorn, and the Pegasus, the elements, earth, wind, fire, air, all of these energies of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them for doing so. We look up and we see our meditative sphere floating above us. Our light is tremendously bright, brighter than all the suns in the universes. Our sphere, holding all of our meditations and perpetual motions, is humming and literally vibrating at the highest level of frequency in pure, deep, eternal love. And it saturates us, and it vitalizes us to the understanding that we are the power. We are the collective consciousness. We are part of all that there is. We command and we form in humbleness and deep eternal love and thankfulness. We flow. We feel the rain saturating our heads, our etheric bodies, our physical bodies, all the way through, inside and out, to the bottoms of our feet, to the tops of our heads. We are intensified energies of deep eternal love, peace, and prosperity, quietness, tranquility, assuredness, great wealth, abundance, prosperity, riches, endless, are what we are. We have all of that. We identify, embrace effortlessly, for in joy and for in peace and in contentment, are abundant. We manifest. We create. Our frequencies are matched. We are not low. It all comes in. We look down upon the planet, we see our brothers and sisters, entire civilization, all life, and we send out into their higher selves, into their heavens, into their physical bodies, a bright flash of intensified frequency, energy, to burn away all of the doubt, negativity, fear, anxiety, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, all the things that keep them from being their true selves, from being in abundance and wealth and prosperity and joy. This is what keeps the civilization contained. And we see as it floats up and it meets us, and we join, and we connect with the collective consciousness of the universe. All that there is, all the knowledge, all of the knowing and understanding, all of the high frequency, we are one with. We can wield it. This planet is turning into a paradise, and we are assisting with that delivery. Therefore, from this day forward, you will expect nothing but the best. Nothing but. All that you desire is yours, and it will flow. And you know the key, and you know that you lower your frequencies, and you will not receive. And it will continue in this life, in this matrix, the same as it always has. Embrace it, feel it, experience it, encourage it to expand and stay in high frequency and watch the magic happen. Even in this day, you can create it to be so. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take the energy with you. Understand it. Don't allow it to pass through you without acknowledgement. Carry it with you. This is part of our ascension, enlightenment, is part of our knowingness. Not guessing, not wondering, but actually knowing that we command the forces, the energies. We can plug in to the infinite database of the collective consciousness. And once we begin this, the memory will return. Our understanding will return. Our value of our lives will return. And we will be in full motion. So think about this as you are the grand masters of creation, that you can manifest at your highest level of frequency all that you desire. This doesn't need to have someone give you permission. It is not something that someone is waiting on a time frequency to happen. It is up to you. It is your power to formulate it and to express it and to have it engage. This is about thinking for ourselves. This is knowing our power and our true origin and what we truly are and the divinity that we are and the love that we are and the peace that we are and the joy that we are. This is not something outside of us. It has always been inside. It is a sleeping giant that is awakened. It is just the beginning. So be aware, be cognizant throughout the rest of the day, and get into autopilot and feel it through your heart-mind into the evening, the night, and the next morning. Be with it. Be in joy. We will return here tomorrow at 3 p.m., February 17th, 2019.